What is the best grass variety one can get for a home lawn?
I'm just a Cooch fan. I love I don't even know what Cooch grass my front lawn is. It was just, I think it's Greenleaf's Park. I'm not really sure. I got Santa Ana at work. I've had Tiff Dwarf Banks. I've worked with Wintergreen. I mean, I love Cooch. I don't mind Zoysia, but I haven't had too much to do with it. Played at Tevan Golf Course not long back, and oh my gosh, what a great! It's insane that Zoysia. So I'd stay with the Cooch if I had to pick one, but I wouldn't mind having a Zoysia lawn too.
If you had to be forced, Zoysia is your second pick. So then the flip question on that is, what is the worst lawn variety somebody could get?
Oh, do I have to answer that?
You've got to answer it. Come on, you got to give us a hot take.
No, I feel sorry for people who have buffalo lawns. But my father-in-law has got the best buffalo lawn. Gazza, mate, he cuts it 2 to 3 times a week, and that's what you got to do. Okay, so, and it's on the lowest setting. I just say to him, just keep it low, Gaz, and he cuts it 2 or 3, and he feeds it all the time and waters it because he's got bore water, and everyone walks past and raise. And to be honest, that's how you got to treat a buffalo lawn. But people think buffalo, you don't have it like Cooch, a lot of work. But I think buffalo is too.
I think it depends on the climate, because I actually think I've had this chat with Brenton from the Aussie Lawn. He's on YouTube. He hates buffalo. He's got buffalo because he's got a high shaded area. He hates it. And little secret, he's coming over here. By the time this gets released, he might even be here. But we're flying him over here to Perth, and I'm going to show him some buffalo lawns. And the truth is that they respond magnificently in our climate. But I do know a lot of people over east who are like, I hate them. Zoysia just doesn't do well here at all, right? Like there's the winter it doesn't like, and it's a bit slow in summer, so it kind of takes about an extra month to get it to the peak, and then it kind of slows off sooner. So I think it's very obviously climate dependent. Obviously, you start going northern hemisphere, and everyone's got Kentucky bluegrass and fescue and stuff. So, but you're in northern New South Wales, and I reckon that advice, if that's what you're saying, and Brenton's saying the same, and Ben doesn't like buffalo either, or you New South Welshmen are in agreement, I would probably be listening over there.
I love Kikuyu. I just think that's under PG, under a growth regulator. Wow, what a great grass that is too. So, but my choice is good.
Kikuyu for me, if here in Perth, if you have a large area, there is no other option in my mind. And the reason is that in winter, it holds its color the best because we don't get cold enough. I do know that some of these clayey soils and cold temperatures, it really starts to yellow. It struggles. But here in Perth, it holds its color the best, and it doesn't quite completely stop growing. It doesn't quite go dormant. And so it can handle wear and tear. And so those large areas, you got dogs, kids, anywhere, any public area, it's the best. And so it just depends. It is harder in summer when it's growing like nuts. But next question. I said sentences, and here we are waffling on. Can't help either of us. But what is the worst advice you see going around on the internet when it comes to lawns?
Oh, I don't know. Oh gosh, I can't. I don't know. I don't know.
You're too nice. You're too nice.
Look, maybe. I don't know. It's hard because I get photos sent to me, and I'm trying to help. That's what I want to do. I want to bring my greenkeeping skills to the home lawner and that. And people ask me a lot of questions, and I love it, and I want to help them. Okay, and I don't know if they're watering enough or everything seems to. I don't know. Don't know. I'm not sure about the water. Maybe they're watering too much. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I don't know.
You seem like the sort of guy who I think you're the kind of guy who is just very positive. And whenever I'm asking you for negative feedback, it's like, oh, but you know, you always see the good in something. I don't know if that's right.
Well, yeah, I do. I don't like thinking negative. I want to go, what is the solution? What can we do to fix this? And let's move forward. Like greenkeeping is something that I'm always looking at problems. I'm always looking 2 weeks ahead of myself, or looking at, or if I don't water that, that's going to be dry. You know, so I'm always on the alert for issues, and that's what greenkeepers are doing. Okay, we've got to pick them up before they happen, and that's key. So probably some people will say, oh, you got grubs, when they don't.
Yep.
So that could be probably something that they aim at first. Everyone, it's a quick, easy answer. You know, just spray some bifenthrin, you'll be right, you know, whatever.
Then it doesn't. That's the number one. That's the worst advice I see over here, because everyone gets dry patch. Always get dry patch, and the inexperienced person's like, that's bugs, and it's like, no, it's not. Just put some wetting agent down, and then wait a week and see what happens, and I bet you it's coming back. Next question is, who is, and it may not be a famous person, or it may be someone who's not around, maybe someone from back in the day, but who is your lawn idol, the person who you looked up to the most and thought was a hero, taught you a lot, or someone you just thought was just the best?
Oh, look, I was pretty much 24-5 when I got out of Tarrant Point, and I moved to the North Coast, and there was so many greenkeepers that had good greens. Like one in particular, a good friend, and I haven't spoken to him for a long time, but when he was at Ballina and I was at Lennox in Broadwater, then Lennox, my mate Mick at Byron Bay, we would pick his brains. Cole Bogus, he's a dead set legend in the trade. He had greens flying and ours was slow, and we'd be in the club just saying, how do you do it? And just picking his brains. So if someone, like, I can't, look, I came from an apprenticeship and an assistant, but then I had to do it myself. So like my pastors back at Tarrant Point, I got through my apprenticeship and learned a whole lot. But when I really had to learn a lot, I was picking the brains out of Cole, and then we had other greenkeepers, you know, Buster and Lismore, you know, just you could eat a baked dinner off the floor of his shed. It was that neat, tight. Everything was just immaculate, you know. So there was the level of like perfectionist and that, but then, you know, then Cole had these greens just flying, and that's what everyone wants in bowls, you know. So yeah, there's a couple out there that are legends in the trade, mate. Yeah.
Dave, I've got one more cheeky question for you, mate. And that is that you're really good with the lawns. You got no bare patches in your lawns. But when I look upstairs underneath that hat, it's a little bit bare there. Ever thought about trying some of the old Lawn Fit products upstairs just to see what would happen, you know?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I lost hair when I was in my 30s, mate. So
I'm starting to lose a little bit, so I need some help.
There was one way to fix that, mate. You just get the blade out, then just get rid of it. Yeah.
Go for it. I do think you've got a good head for a bold skull. I've put a swimming cap on, and I look at it and I go, I don't know about that, mate. Like, I'm not so sure how I would look with the chrome dome.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks for the compliment. But I'd rather hair, mate. I used to have a lot of hair when I was younger. And I used to, you know, hassle bald people, but now I went bald, so I come back to bite me.
No, I got to tread on careful ground. My dad's he's not completely bald. He's got hair, but he's definitely got that male pattern baldness. Now, I have got a friend. I don't know if this is the case with you. A good friend of mine had really long, curly, blonde surfer hair, and then just lost it all very, very quickly over a pretty short period of time. and now he's shaving it off like you do. So I don't know if that's your story or.
Yeah, I used to have long, just thick hair, and
Yeah, right.
I don't know. And then, well, my brother passed away when I was 31, and it started happening then. So, yeah, I think stress doesn't help, eh?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. I mean, I got nothing about. I'm just being cheeky. I'm just being funny. But mate, look, I've enjoyed this conversation. Hour and a half flies by. Now, I would say that you do turf consults through your website, right? How do people get in contact with you if they want to have their own one-on-one conversation with you about their lawn?
Yeah, they just, well, my daughter takes all the bookings, so you just get on the web page and you can make a booking, and then I contact people and talk to them. I can either, if it's in my local area, I'll go to their house or just do phone consults. And so what happens is people then send me photos of their problems. I have a look at them, ask a few questions, and then I call them up and we can talk. It's pretty cool. Like, just what products are you using, shade issues, water. There's so much that people they want results, but they just want to know how to get them, and I'm passionate about showing them that or helping them with that. And they can do it. It's not that hard. And when we were talking earlier about being confident in your products, like I've had a consult and a certain fellow was using these certain products, and I'm not going to tell him to use what I use. I just think if you're getting results with that, that's great. Let's talk
Keep doing it.
of how when to put them on, and what are you putting on, and what are you wasting, or think it's good. Yeah. So they just get on the
Sorry, I was cutting you off there. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say they just get on the internet and look up the webpage and make a booking, and we'll definitely contact for sure.
And I believe the link is through your Instagram. It's mylawn_co on Instagram. And you can see Dave and all of his work and his turf cutter and the bowls greens. And you got about 6 different cylinder mowers that keep popping up all the time on that. So people jump on there. Thanks for coming on, Dave. And everybody else, we'll see you in the next podcast.
You're a legend, Luke. Thanks, mate.
I've always said that some people are really good as independents. That's what suits them. Some people, and probably most, are better as employees. There are a fraction of people where franchises are really successful. Doesn't matter the industry. Sometimes that's the best route for your personality type and the giftings you have. We've had a bunch of people over the years say that gyms has been great for them, and so that's why we're really proud to have them on board. Believe it or not, the fees per month, they're usually about $700 to $800 a month, which realistically is what a lot of people, independents, are spending on their marketing, their advertising, their administration anyway. If you want to find out more, the best thing I'd suggest is jump on the podcast. Joel does a great job chatting with people what their real experiences are like, and if you think that really suits you, perhaps they are the choice for you. Jump on the gym's website after, get an inquiry, and find out more.